Hi, I'm Daniela, and welcome to Create the Escape, the show where kids work together to build the ultimate escape room. Each week, three best friends will get to design, build, and then test an escape room sprung from their wildest imaginations. Pirate ship? Mummy's tomb? Runaway train? The sky's the limit because the kids call the shots on this show. And it's their families who have to play the room and either escape or wind up locked inside. Join us for Create the Escape. Hi everyone, I'm Daniela, and I wanted to answer a few questions for you. What did I like to do for fun as a kid? My hobbies and my passions. Well, it's a little interesting because it hasn't changed much. I was very active. I like to get my hands in all kinds of crafts, but my love has always been performing, especially dance. I've been dancing since the age of 3, and that is why the idea of this show makes me so excited because it's a way for myself, to tie together my background in dance and creating and art, my love for children and working with them to help express themselves, and also to bring families together. So with that said, speaking of bringing families together, when I was younger, I would watch movies, Disney sing-alongs, and I would move all of my furniture, and I would put on a performance for my family. I'm sure they got sick of it, but I made them do it almost every day. So now, question number 2. Describe a memory that I worked through a challenge. Okay, so mentioning my performance background, for years I've been putting on live productions, and the first time I went off on my own, I wanted to do a production that brought all things together, one including families, right? So I wanted to bring together children and parents to be able to watch live performance, because at the time, I was doing some more serious pieces, and I wanted to do something fun. So what I did was I created a show called Humanimals at Play, and I made all of my friends dress up like animals, and they were stationed in a playground that had no electricity, no power, no sound, and no lights, and the event was at night. So that was definitely one of my biggest challenges, was how do I provide this mystical experience for parents and children? How do I, add in educational topics? So we talked a lot about animals, and there was a fun, think of Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, tour guide who took us through the after hours of the zoo at an outdoor playground here in Philadelphia. And now what I did was I would use all different kinds of glow sticks, and I had power cords, and I had generators going throughout the entire playground. That helped, except for when opening night happened and the microphone to the speaker, the cord cut. Somebody had stepped on it, it got caught, happened to get caught right on something sharp, and we had no microphone for the tour guide to lead the audience through. So, backup plan B, we used a megaphone. Backup plan C, we had a backup microphone. That, coincidentally, was not working that night. So ultimately, though, everyone had a great experience. It was a walking tour. There were animals hanging from the playground. There was aerial work, and it was really one of my greatest memories because it tied together so many wonderful types of production and performance art, but most importantly, the faces of the children and the parents, and giving them something to do together that involved art and playing and education was truly one of my best experiences and memories. Question number 3 for you. What do I like to do now for fun? Well, not a lot has changed since I was younger. I'm still very active. I still like to put on productions. This time I make my family pay money. Gotta make those bucks. And I also like to hold my own game nights. And I swear, I'm not just saying this. I've probably lost friends because of it, because I can't just sit still. We need to be getting creative. And so I love to host game nights, and that's something I do, socially. What do I really love to do? Well, I decided about 3 or 4 years ago, I needed something new each month. I needed to be able to step out of my comfort zone. So every month I do something new. And last month I actually got to snuggle up with cute, adorable, furry baby goats. And I took part in goat yoga. Have you ever tried that? It is extremely comforting, and you want to take all of the goats home by the time you're done. So that was something new and fun for me, and it was actually really cool to feel a goat sitting on my back. Just a regular day. Okay, so next question. I have to be completely honest. It's about an escape room. I have been dying to go to an escape room, and I'm not talking about just since I saw this casting. For years, I have been trying since they opened. It is my ultimate game night. And I don't know if you know how hard it is to get a group of adults together on one of the same nights. It's not easy for me. And not everyone shares my love for games. So I am dying to go. I have never been to an escape room, but I know all about them. I know that sometimes they are themed. I know that you are locked in a room with a team. I know that there are partners you work with. I know that sometimes there are hidden things and locks and keys and puzzles and patterns and everything you can think of. So, all to get you out of this room. And let me tell you, I'm very competitive, so I am dying to go to one. Maybe with this show, I'll have the greatest ultimate experience. And who better than to create it than the imagination of a child? Wouldn't you all agree? Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final question. Drum roll, please. Why am I the perfect fit for Create the Escape? So I think that you get an understanding of my passion for being creative and my passion for bringing families together. But what I haven't shared with you yet is how much I love to see people succeed. And I love to encourage them. And I love, especially for children, to realize that their possibilities are endless. So with my artistic background and my creative mind and my idea generating head, I would love and be a great addition to help assist the kids to think of every possibility that they can do to make this experience challenging, creative, and use their imagination to the fullest. So that part is what I love. I have been a dance teacher for over 15 years. I've also worked with children and adults more so in fitness, teaching them fitness. And what I love is strategizing with them. So how can I bring this to you? Well, that's easy. I'd help the children assist them in thinking of, well, what way could you do that? Or I'd find their excitement and I'd match it. And I'd be excited for them and I'd encourage them. And I'd be silly with them. And I'm small, so I can fit in small places with them. Whatever they would need, I'd be there to help encourage them. And then also to root on the families and just have an all-out fun experience for everyone. So that is why I feel I am the perfect fit. I've got the energy to prove it, and I don't drink coffee. So if I can bring anything to this hosting position, it would be helping the children to think outside the box and know that they can accomplish anything.